This morning, we got to get off the better starts, and I think you had 16, 6, and 5 after the first quarter. Do you feel like you're putting it on your shoulders to get you guys off to a good start tonight?
It was important for me. It's when anybody gets hot in that first quarter, it's kind of a trickle-down effect, especially playing good on the offense and defensive end. So I just try to be the example tonight, trying to push our guys to keep the foot on the gas pedal tonight and continue to make good plays on the offense and defensive end.
Offensively, these last 3-4 games, does this feel like last spring in terms of the rhythm you guys are able to get in and the way that the ball is moving?
It feels good. We still have some lapses on the defensive end that we can clean up. We still can be better on the offensive end. I think these last few games have been must-win games, and we've been really, really confident coming into these games. We've had some mistakes, but we've been playing better basketball in the sense of getting the best shot on the floor and not having so many defensive breakdowns.
Yeah, one thing Willy said he really liked about your night was the rebounding in particular. Do you feel like that's the area where you can help this team?
Absolutely. Whenever JV isn't stealing rebounds, for sure. But I think it's a big help, especially when big guys have to go against even bigger guys, and it gives me a chance to get in and help and grab boards and push in transition.
Yeah, there's been a few different times over the past few years where you kind of were knocking on the door of a triple-double. Just what does it mean to kind of just check that one off your checklist?
It's a great accomplishment. Sooner or later, I had to get it. Guys, I mean, it's a credit to my teammates. I'm just making the passes. They're knocking the shots down. I rebounded the basketball. Guys miss shots, and my teammates hit me when I was open for shots. So it's a credit for all of us.
And we've seen that the past few games where your assist numbers have gone up. How much have you been trying to use your passing just to open up the offense for the rest of your teammates?
I'm just trying to give guys confidence, making sure that they feel comfortable on the floor every time that we step on the floor. Everybody got to be effective on the offensive end, and that's what I'm making sure that I do every time that I step on the floor, just making sure that everybody knows what they're doing on the offensive end.
And you talked about this last year around playoff time. How important is it for you as these games, the importance of these games goes up to kind of raise your game and lead your team as you get closer to the playoffs?
Well, it's a fun time and an important time for our team. As you know, all these games count going down the stretch to make the play-in or go directly into the playoffs. So we just have to have the same sense of urgency that we have at home on the road going into this first game in L.A. We have to bring the energy that we have at home.
Kind of building on that, what are some of the takeaways one of the things that you guys have done well these last 3 or 4 games that you want to make sure you guys bring into this road trip?
Well, establishing JV early has been a big thing for us, making sure that he has a paint presence and that he's comfortable on the floor on the offensive end. Defensively, we got to continue to help our guys out individually, being in spots to help and rebound the basketball. And after rebounding the basketball, our best offense is in transition and pushing the pace. So we're really focusing on our defensive pressure, awareness, and rebounding the basketball.
What was it like watching guys kind of clear out and get some extra box outs when you were trying to get those last couple of rebounds there?
Felt good, felt different. Usually everybody fighting for the rebound, going for the rebound, so it felt good.
Brandon, when were you first aware that you were getting close to a triple-double?
When I came back to the bench after the first quarter, a lot of the guys just tapping me on my shoulder, just telling me to go get it, and I didn't want to just go out there and force it. It just came naturally, and it's just a good night for me.
And can you remember the last time you had a triple-double, whether it's college, high school?
I definitely didn't have one in college. I didn't pass the basketball in college. Maybe high school. Yeah, maybe high school.
What did you think of the impact that Naji made tonight, just being all over the floor?
Yeah, he's an important piece for our team, especially coming in and guarding one of the best offensive players on the floor. But him pushing the pace, getting rebounds, pushing the pace, and him being able to be one of our really, really good passers on the floor and seeing the game a little bit different. He's important for our team. Him getting downhill and making plays happen, he's been doing that the last few games, and we want him to stay consistent with that.
You mentioned him getting downhill. He mentioned how he's got some really creative finishes around the basket. What do you think of just the way that he's able to get his shot off and get some of those in the hoop?
Yeah, something that he works on, something that I see him do day in and day out. Sometimes he feels a little playful. It feels a little playful when he does it, but it's actually him being him. And he's really good at when he's loose, and we let him just go be him. So we want him to continue to be him.
Coach also highlighted you and CJ 0 turnovers. How important is that going to be, you guys taking care of the ball?
Well, it's very important. You know, we have the ball the most, and we know turnovers lead to fast break points. Turnovers lead to early offense for other teams. So we have to continue to make that a vocal point for us. So it kind of trickles down to everybody else and let them know that they can't turn the basketball over either.
How much more special is it? You know, you've missed a bunch of games this year. Emotionally, it had to be tough. You know, to break through that and then have a night like this, to have where it's it's kind of like the roller coaster is going in the right direction. You know,
right. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be out here and playing with my teammates, having a chance to be on the floor every single day now and practicing. I don't take it for granted. Having a chance to just have fun with my teammates and be on the floor and try to learn and try to get better and go through the valleys of wins and losses. It's been fun just being on the floor, going through those 30 games. Without being on the floor, you try to find ways to stay with the team, try to find ways to stay positive, and it's not always easy. So being on the floor now, I'm super excited and happy. Appreciate it.